Ladies, hold your damn man sometimes. Hold him like a little baby. Hold his ass. Now, last night before we was about to go to sleep, usually I lay on my left shoulder and spoon my wife and hold her, and she comfortably falls asleep. She is so spoiled in that it is difficult for her to not go to sleep if I'm not holding her in such a way. But last night, my left shoulder was hurting real bad. So I started on my right shoulder. And then she reached over and I felt her arm coming. She was holding me. It felt great. I snuggled up into it and went to sleep like a big old baby. But before I went to sleep, it reminded me, and I started thinking about the fact that men like to be held just as much as women like to be held. But of course, with our society, it is more customary that the man holds the woman. That when we come and hug you, we envelop you into our body. It is a sense of security, it is a sense of comfort, it is a sense of vulnerability, of safety that a woman has when a man just holds his woman. There are times when men desire the exact same thing. But most men are afraid to say so simply because of our homophobic, demasculating society that we exist in today. And let me go on a tangent real quick. Any man who comes on here and protests greatly about being held by a woman, or she spoons you, or she cuddles you, or any of these things, if he protests too much, oftentimes what a person protests a lot about is what they're afraid of, with something they're dealing with themselves. So you may want to question his sexuality. And I'm not saying that if you're gay, go be gay. But if you are, stop messing with women. Back to the subject. You see, from the time that we were little, when we were afraid or we just want to be comforted, or your parents are just sitting there, my son, my daughters would love to climb up on my lap or jump all up on my shoulder or be all up into my chest and all this kind of stuff, because they found comfort, they found security by being cuddled by their parents. And this is not just my daughters, but my son the same way. If I was standing, he was definitely a leg grabber. He would clutch the legs and he would hold on to my legs, or, want to be picked up and held. If you're afraid of something, you feel unstable about something, or you just want some of that. Children do it. Most people who watch these videos or watch any videos are religious. And in every religion, there is the cradling of the person, whether it's in Abraham's bosom, or whether it's Shakti or Ogun. You get cradled by that energy of the father or energy of the mother. You're cradled. And heaven is often described that way. And I believe the reason why it's described that way is because we have, as humans, an innate desire to have that protected feeling, to have that cuddled feeling. So when your man's having a bad day, let him lay his head in your lap, or let him lay on you instead of you always laying on him. Figure out a way. I know if you're a little bitty woman, you got a big old dude, figure out a way that you can envelop him in your body just to make him feel safe, make him feel comfortable, make him feel vulnerable. If you want a man to open up to you, although there are many ways that you can accomplish this task, routinely holding him and comforting him will allow him to become more vulnerable and have trust in the emotional security that he can have with you. And he will then, over time, become more trusting of his emotions towards you because he feels safe with you. You become his safe haven. The safe haven is not just the home itself. Because to be honest, the true home of a man is in the arms of his woman, not a building. So I hope some of you ladies recognize the difference and try it and make him feel comfortable. That's all I'm saying. In the same way he makes you feel comfortable. And if you're having issues, just like my auntie used to do when me and my cousins used to fight, she'd be like, y'all stand in the corner and hug. And we hugged until she felt like we was all right. So just hold on to him, hug him the same way he does you when you have a bad day, when you feel disturbed or unstable. Treat him the same, because although we mask a lot of our emotions, we still have them. So hug your man, hug his ass, hold his ass, cuddle his ass, rock him like a baby. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.